Hello, fourth graders. Thank you for joining me today for Number Corner. As you can tell, I'm in a different place. I am at home now. So let's jump into our Number Corner for today. So as you can see, we have math vocabulary here. So we've seen a few of these terms already plenty of times. And we've seen a few of these we've heard, but we might not have looked into. So a few of them is the metric system, which is a system of measurements based on tens. There's liquid volume. That's the measure of an amount of a liquid a container can hold. There's milliliter, liter, data, and line graph. These are just some different terms that we have seen. Some of them we may be a little bit more newer to, like data and line graph. Now, let's go on and let's look at what we're going to be doing for today. We're going to be doing a solving problems activity. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about, I want you to take a measurement in one unit and I want you to convert it or change it into another unit. So go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to do that with this first one right here. It says 5 decimeters equals blank centimeters. Okay. Well, remember, when we are converting, we are changing it. We're not changing the amount. We're changing the units that we're using or what we're calling it. So if I have 5 decimeters here, 5 decimeters, and I'm trying to put it into centimeters. Well, do you remember back last month, it was for every 1 decimeter, that equals 10 centimeters. Do you remember that? Well, we can just use this formula. And we looked a few weeks ago, we looked at the different measurements of mass, volume, and length. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing the same exact thing. We're just going to be working on those conversions. So 5 decimeters equals how many centimeters? If I know that 1 decimeter is 10 centimeters, I can just multiply 5 by 10. Because then that'll get me my total of 50 centimeters. Now, what about 4 kilometers? Well, think about this. Think about the word kilo. Kilometers. So we have meters and we have meters. So the only thing is this prefix of kilo. What do you think kilo means? Well, kilo means 1,000. The prefix kilo, K-I-L-O, means 1,000. Woo. So if 1 kilo, or kilometer, I should say, is 1,000 meters, and I have 4 of them, that means that I can just multiply my smaller amount, or I can multiply what I'm trying to figure out by. I can multiply that by how many do I have? 4. I'm trying to find meters, so I'm going to take 1,000 meters, and I'm going to multiply that by 4, because then I'm going to get my total of 4,000 meters. So now that I have this solved out, here's what you are going to do. First, we have fill in each table to show the equivalent amount in a new unit. So essentially, we are taking, you can either start with this one has grams to kilograms. The length is centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And then volume is milliliters to liters. So you're going to need to understand how many grams are there in a kilogram. How many centimeters are there in a meter? How many kilometers are there in a meter? Well, in this case, if we have 1 meter, there is 0.001 kilometer, or 1,000th of a kilometer. And in 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters. So if there's 1 meter, there's 100 centimeters. There are 400 centimeters. That must mean that I have, if we do the math there, that must mean that I have 4 meters. Do you see how that conversion works there? Look at that. It's 4 thousandths because a kilometer is 1,000 times bigger than a meter. So what you are going to do is you are going to finish these charts here, and you have 2 questions that you're going to answer. Now, if you would like, this is also found on you can find it on page 94 of your Number Corner student workbooks. So that is all that we have for today's assignment. So thank you all so much for joining me. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you do have any questions, feel free to join our math workshop this afternoon. Otherwise, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.